Imagine stepping into a world where every smile hides a storm, where two women, bound by duty and destiny, stand on the edge of a silent battle, one that could shake the very foundations of a 1,000-year-old crown. And at the heart of it all, a glittering tiara, and a moment that left a future king trembling with rage. You feel that chill? Good, because what you're about to hear isn't gossip. It's the raw, unspoken truth behind the palace curtains. She grew up ordinary, extraordinary only in her quiet strength. Born in a sleepy English town, she spent childhood summers chasing sunsets in a faraway desert, learning early that the world is wider than any playground. School was her kingdom, rowing at dawn, debating at dusk, always the girl who listened twice before she spoke once. University handed her two gifts, a degree in beauty's hidden histories, and a prince who saw the same light in her eyes that the whole world would one day chase. While cameras flashed, she built a life in the shadows buying buttons for a fashion house, slipping into boardrooms in borrowed heels, wiring her paycheck to children who'd never know her name. Every quiet donation, every midnight feeding for a shelter dog, was practice for the stage she never asked to own. Then came the Abbey bells, the white dress, the vow heard by 2 billion hearts. Overnight, the girl became a duchess. 3 tiny heartbeats followed, each one a headline, each bedtime story a masterclass in shielding innocence from spotlight glare. She learned to smile while the world counted her blinks, but even still bends. A whispered diagnosis, a silent war against cells gone rogue. She walked out of the hospital doors in January sunlight, hair shorter, spirit taller, waving like the treatment had been nothing more than a long weekend. The crowd roared. She simply breathed. Across the marble corridors stood another woman born with silver spoons and iron will. Country estates at dawn, Swiss finishing schools at dusk, Paris lectures between cigarettes and secrets. She married a soldier, raised wild-hearted children, and loved a prince long before the world allowed her to say it out loud. Scandals tried to bury her. Leaked tapes. Front-page knives. She wore black sunglasses and kept walking. Years turned vilification into curiosity, curiosity into respect. A civil ceremony, a gold band, a coronation crown pressed gently onto hair that had earned every strand of gray. 2 queens in waiting. 1 crown. 0 room for error. If this story is already tugging at your heart, do me a favor, share it right now. Let one more person feel the weight of what's coming, because the fracture began with a gesture no one was meant to see. A state banquet. Crystal chandeliers. 1,000 eyes pretending not to stare. The younger princess, back from illness, glowing like forgiveness itself, steps forward to greet the dignitaries. Protocol says she leads. Tradition says she shines. Then a hand rises. Not a wave. A command. Palm flat, fingers sharp. Move. The tiara on the elder's head catches the light like a warning. It isn't hers by birthright. It's borrowed, whispered insiders say, demanded from the younger woman's private vault. The one piece she wore the night her first son was christened. The one she swore would stay locked until her daughter's wedding day. The princess freezes. A heartbeat, 2. Then she steps aside, smile carved from porcelain. Cameras catch nothing. Lip readers catch everything. Later, in a velvet-lined corridor, a future king slams a fist into centuries-old oak. She will never touch it again, he swears, voice cracking like a schoolboy's. Servants scatter. The message races upstairs on silver trays and hushed phones. Return the jewels or face a war no press release can silence. Why does it matter? Because a tiara isn't metal and stone. It's memory. It's motherhood. It's the single thread connecting a woman's private joy to her public burden. Take it without asking, and you snatch her soul in front of the world. Palace aides call it a scheduling oversight. Royal watchers call it a coup and couture. The truth lands somewhere between heartbreak and chess. The elder queen wants the stage to remember she earned it. Every scar, every headline, every lonely decade. The younger princess wants the stage to believe tomorrow can still be kind. Between them stands a king growing thinner by the month, a prince counting days, and a nation holding its breath. Suspension hook. Tonight, somewhere behind those golden gates, a velvet box sits unopened. Inside, the tiara. Outside, two bodyguards who haven't slept in days. Tomorrow, one woman will wear it, or neither ever will. You already know who deserves the light. But crowns aren't chosen by cheers. They're chosen by the quiet ones who decide what forgiveness costs. So here we are. Two women, one moment. 1,000 futures hanging on a single clasp. If you felt every shiver of this story, don't let it end here. Hit subscribe. Ring the bell. Share this video faster than palace gossip travels. Because the next chapter isn't written in press releases, it's written in living rooms like yours. Where ordinary hearts still believe extraordinary, women can heal what's broken, and when the tiara finally catches morning light again, may it rest on the head of the woman who never needed it to prove she already wears the crown.